Hey guys. All right. So today we're going to work with the console inside of Google Chrome. Using the console, we're going to practice some of the things we've been learning this semester, such as creating variables, using them in operators and different functions like that. All right. So first, what you can do is you go to the menu over here for Google Chrome, down to more tools, and then developer tools. All right. So I'm have things that you guys don't have. Don't worry about that. All right. For now, we'll go to console, which is right here. And inside this area, I can pretty much write different code. So this is like an environment where it's behind the scenes. Okay. Anyways, first, we'll talk about variables. We've worked with variables in concept before. Now we'll try and see how it works in coding. For example, if I have a variable x and I want to give it a value, I can create that. But first, let's see what happens if I just press x and then enter. I get an error. On call reference, x is not defined. You know, because we never created it. It doesn't exist anywhere. So I can go var x equals to, let's say, 10. Okay, so this is your code, right? Var to create a variable, then the variable name, which I'll name it x, and I'll give it a value of 10. All right, so now press enter, and now I'll just say undefined, but let's see what happens when I press x. I get 10. That means that x is equal to 10, right? So if I go something like 2 plus x, I'll get 12. Do you see that right here? 12. And if I do something like var y is equal to x plus 23, let's just say. All right, let's see what happens. I'll say undefined because that's what y was at first. But now, if I press y and I press enter, we'll see the value of y. All right, so do you see how we can create variables and then to check our variables afterwards? So, I'll create another one using a string variable. So I'll go variable and I'll just name this variable name, for example, like my name. So remember, strings have to be in quotation. So I'll just go teacher Dave. All right, let's do something like that. End it with semicolon. All right, and name. What is name? Teacher Dave. Oh, wait, I didn't add the H after the C. All right, you know what? It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're still in this. Anyways, so now what I can do is, let's say I do name plus, I'm just going to add a space. So see this? I'm adding a space inside quotations, which is a string, plus, and let's say y. Okay, let's see what we get. Teacher Dave 33. All right, so it added whatever string was here to whatever the value of y is. Y is 33, so teacher Dave 33. Okay, so that's mainly what we'll be trying to do today. And you can already see some operators that we use so far, which is this plus, all right? And we'll try one of the other tricky ones that we learned. So let's do y plus plus, like that. And now let's see what y is. 34, all right? Because we did the plus plus, which means it increases by 1. So now it's 34. Remember, this number is just showing you what it was before you did this command. Okay, so we can do other things. For example, logical operators. So if I go x greater than y, let's do something like that, I get false, right? Because x is equal to 10. Y is now 34. So x is not greater than y. So therefore, this would return false, right? And if I do the same thing, but except with not before it, I will get true, right? Because the not will make it opposite. Okay. And another thing we did was, for example, let's do x less than y, right? So that would be true. And we did these logical operators. So here I can go and y equals 33. I did weak equals, it's okay. And that will return false. I'm confused as to that. But let's see why. So if we do y equals 33. Oh, right. I forgot because we changed y to 34. All right. So if you press up on your keyboard, you'll go to the last few commands that you wrote out. See, so I can just keep pressing up and down and I'll go to the previous ones I wrote. So I'll go back to this one, change it to 34 and enter true. All right. So that's what I was looking for. Sorry, yeah. So I'm looking for that, all right? True. So these are some of the things that we worked on, right? The operators, and you know, we had the arithmetic operators, conditionals, and comparative, things like that. So anyways, now let's try an if statement. All right, so if x greater than y, all right, we can do something like this. Oh, I already did that for us. You know, we can say console log. So console log is how you can tell the console to write something specific, right? So this is similar to like print, all right? So anyways, so I'll do console log, x is greater. Yeah, wow, actually I already knew that I want to write that. That's interesting. If x is triple equal to y, else y is greater. Oh, okay, I guess this is because I already filled it out before, I already tried it before. So anyways, I'll press enter, and we get y is greater. Do you see that? It prints it out. Prints out y is greater because y is greater than x, right? So let's say I do that again, but I reverse it this time. I go y and x here, right? And do this, but now this time I'll do x and y. All right, so if y is greater than x, the console will log out y is greater. Else, if x is equal to y, then they are equal. And last, x is greater if you know, if it's bigger than y. And again, y is greater. Okay, now let's make x equal to 34. All right, so now let's do that. Let's check it. X equals to 34. Good. Now let's do this one again, and let's see what we get. They are equal. Look at that. All right, so that's all we'll look at today for console log. It's basically using everything that you've already learned this semester, except now you're using it in the console. All right, so this is a good way to practice JavaScript before you actually write programs or things like that for your website. So this is what a lot of people do when they need to practice some coding and just get used to it, right? So in the future, we'll look at loops and creating functions. For now, this is all you need to do. All right, so in the lab, we'll try and practice this. So you'll just have a task where you'll need to create variables as well as use them in operations, different operations. So, you know, use them with arithmetic operators, comparative, and logical. All right. Anyways, I will see you, well, when I see you, because I'm in class with you right now, so I'm pretty sure I see you all. Hope y'all having a good one. Bye.